incredible because you are in balance, your head's not falling over, the heaviest part of your body, and then the execution just becomes easy.
And easier said than done. Talking about that tricky word balance. So many cricketers will try to go forward and end up lunging rather than having that graceful transfer of weight, like you just mentioned. And it's the first lost ball in Prairie View for the day. Probably not going to be the last. We talk about organic cricket. Well, eat your heart out. Our Houston Hurricanes are now in the prairie looking for the ball.
Isn't this Texas? You're supposed to have a lot of cattle. I have seen some cowboys here. I mean,
I hope you would.
I am. Let's just say it is as Texan as it gets to see cowboys with their cowboy hats and those big giant belts, and I'm like, yep, definitely in Texas. Not something you're going to see anywhere else.
Tourists come for many things. They actually come to see cowboys walking around in Texas. I'm glad you saw one, Monali.
Yeah, I've never heard so many yes ma'ams. You know, just that whole southern hospitality. It's beautiful.
Yes. Love it.
I mean, we come from the land of sorry in Canada.
Yes? Yep. So 110 for 5. If you were playing backyard cricket, there's no boundaries. You'd still be running. And you'll bring up your century in about 10 minutes.
I don't know if you could run in this heat for that long, but for those of you watching this game, we really appreciate you tuning in. Of course, Nepal has a large following, so hello to all of you fans out there watching and supporting your team as they get ready for the World Cup.
And Hushan again, opening up those shoulders, still keeping his shape, as we would say, and gets 2.
Well, the time in Nepal is almost 11 p.m. and we've got so many people watching this in Nepal.
11 p.m.
Almost
I'll
11.
be on my second cup of chamomile tea. My feet will be in hot water, thinking about jello and thinking about bed. Zia, short delivery, lovely bounce, and you only get that bounce on the wrist spinners. Wrist spinners are one of those risks and rewards you have to take as a captain. They get you wickets, they bog players down, but then they can be very expensive. Driven by Goshan, one bounce to long off.
Yeah, very tough art to pick up.
You know, I started as a wrist spinner, but it wasn't fancy. I grew up in the West Indies, where we had Malcolm Marshall, Michael Holding, Joel Garner, Courtney Walsh, Patrick Patterson, Winston Benjamin, Eldin Batiste. And I said, you know what? Forget this leg spin. I'm going to bowl fast at 5'7".
Listen, Fidel Edwards is not a tall man, but he can bowl fast.
And there is a reverse sweep, the first of the day. No runs. I was the first 5'7" Michael Holding you'll ever see.
That's going to be the end of the 17th over in Nepal, 112 for 5.
International. Connecting life and learning.
Known as Imran Khan Jr., who had an excellent first spell from this very northern end, is coming back to bowl his second of his last over. Maybe we'll get, yep, his last over. Actually, Cornell dry. Take that back, but Imran Khan, we have that for you. Left arm seamer coming back for his second spell. To the left-handed Goshan, half-hearted appeal.
Just 2 deliveries sliding down the leg side. Nepal's going to be a little disappointed with this. They've not been able to put the ball away in 2 occasions. The running again, good. Picked up 2 quick runs off the first delivering this over. But from now, we've got less than 3 overs left. They're going to need a couple boundaries in every over to try and get close to that 150 mark.
That being said, Houston Hurricanes have a long on. They have a deep cover, a long off, and a deep mid-wicket and a deep backward square for protection for Imran Khan Jr. Sandeep, the right-hander, just turns it around. Of course, deep mid-wicket has to come in. And the batters come back for two. Excellent running. And they think about an overthrow and they're going to get it. 3 runs for a little turn off the hips.
If there are any juniors watching this, pay close attention to just how well the 2 batters are running in the middle. It's pushed well into the leg side, and this should have never been 2 runs. The fielder a little bit slow to get to the ball, and then an overthrow, really terrible return throw. They're so good at turning instead of running through the crease, and that allows for these extra runs.
Just short of a length by Imran Khan Jr. Again, Ushan having a hard time. The lefty on lefty crime.
Who's just been given the fan poll on YouTube with 55,000 viewers. Nepal will score over 145, and that's 72% people agree with that.
Now, Monali, I said 145. Everybody in the air heard that. So I think I'm right on cue to hit that. And here's some Nepali fans, the whole family. That's what cricket is all about. Imran Khan Jr. to the right hand in Sandeep. Oh, right over off.
How did that miss?
Don't ask Imran Khan Jr. that. He's going to give you some 4-letter words in his response. Here's the left-handed seamer. Did it go over or just? Oh, just to the right hand. Just to the offside of the off stump.
This is good, very good bowling from Imran Khan Jr. There isn't a lot of pace. He's pulling and holding his pace back a little bit. Ball's not coming on as well as the Nepali batters would have liked. Making them work for those runs.
This one a square drive and it beats point. And that's the boundary Nepal needed.
As soon as I say that was a decent bowling effort, that's going to be the end of the over, but we're going to end it off with 4 runs. So we take a quick look at that wayward delivery. Well outside off. If you'd have left it, it might as well have been a wide, but it's been smashed past the fielder at point. They pick up 4 runs. Nepal getting closer to that 145, as that's going to be the end of the over.
What?
Back in Prairie View, Texas, Nepal put into bat 124 for 6. And there's a Nepal fans coming from far and wide to support their team. Cricket at its very best. And you can see that breeze coming from east to west. Prairie View, Texas. Gulshan departs for 20 off of 17. Sandeep in the wicket, 11 off of 10. We're going to get confirmation for the new batter. It's going to be number 33, Karan Kisi. Immediately off the mark.
The new man in Karan Casey, he is known for his big shot. In fact, had a very incredible innings against Canada February 14th. He's known as Valentine Boy because of that innings on Valentine's Day against Canada. He got Nepal to the ODI status. And they've gone on to play the Asia Cup and now the World Cup. So Valentine's Boy is definitely deserving of that name and of the respect to bring their team all the way over here. Got it all started for them way back in 2018, and somehow Canada seems to be in the receiving end a few times against this Nepali side.
Well, while the rest of us toast to loving relationships on Valentine's, Nepalis toast to Karan Kisi. Shinwari, it's a full delivery, nothing much. It's going to be a wide delivery. Extras gets in on the act. One more to the total, 126 for 6. First time we've seen Shinwari straight in his spell.
I was just going to mention that, you know, the Hurricanes have actually been very good with their bowling. The extras have been in check, and now the breeze coming into the effect, and we see the ball just straying down leg on that occasion. The breeze has been very strong today, stronger than we've seen the last few days here at Prairie View.
Well, they don't call them Houston Hurricanes for nothing. And Shinwari coming from the southern end. Tries again a Yorker here in the death overs. The opening bowler coming back to finish off the job. 3.3 overs, 2 overs for 12 runs. You can't ask for more from your strike bowler.
Yeah, absolutely. This is very good bowling in the death, full, straight. You got to hit your Yorkers. We're seeing Nepal, the batters, trying to make some room, trying to get those Yorkers dug out and get some runs off of them. But all in all, this is a fantastic bowling effort from the Hurricanes.
Okay.
Usman Shinwari. And here comes a beautiful shot. Improvisation at its best.
Oh, he missed his mark just a little bit, Shinwari. This time a low full toss, and Sandeep says thank you very much. He's paddled that over the keeper's head. Picks up 4 runs. You can't miss your mark, or this is exactly what you are going to see. You get punished.
We love T20 cricket. It has brought so much improvisation to the game. And none better than that shot. Sandeep Jora, he goes to 15 off of 12. So important to try to get to that 150 mark, or 145, like I said, Monali. Shinwari, short delivery, and is that going to be a wide? It is. Square leg umpire alerts the umpire from the bowler's end, and it's going to be another extra. Shinwari just starting to lose that composure that he had for so long.
Yeah, well over the key or the batter's head. And this is my issue with your pace bowlers. You are bowling your Yorkers. You're bowling well. You've had dot balls. You gave a wide. It cost you 4 runs. And now you've just given another wide. It's not necessary to throw in the short ball when you know your Yorkers are effective. Try and get them full. Try and get them outside off. How often do we see a short ball either go for 4 runs or over the batter's head?
Another one. It's another scoop, and it's over the short third man for 4.
And what started off as a very good over is turning out to be an expensive one for Shinwari and for the Hurricanes.
Well, it's so nice. He played it twice. Shinwari Sandeep just has a read on him now, improvising, picking up the line of the delivery, and his scoop works to perfection.
He made it look so easy as well, not in any need to get low or under it, tall and scooped over.
135 for 6. One more delivery in the 19th.
11 runs coming off of this over.
Glad you calculated that. I'll have no chance of putting that together so quickly. Thank you, Monali.
I knew I had a purpose.
Shinwari. This one is in the air. Long on comes across. 2 more to the total. So that gets us through 19. Just 1 over remaining for Nepal. 139 for 6.
Never lose. Either you win or you learn.
Grace International.
Connecting life and learning.
.37 for 6 here in Prairie View. We're in the last over. 6 deliveries remaining in Nepal's innings. Sandeep goes across the line. He's not even going to run that over the Nepalis into the other field. And it's a 6 to start the over. And that takes the score now to 143, Monali.
You no need to run that. It was picked up beautifully. Imran Khan Jr. going for some runs, hoiked into the leg side and well over the cow corner fielder. And as you mentioned it, into the next field. Should I dare say my 165 might be on the cards?
No chance. All my money is on 145 still. We still have 5 deliveries. All the odds are in favor of 145. Imran Khan Jr. to the right-handed Karan. Dot ball claps all around the field.
Yeah, trying to get cheeky with that shot. Karan KC trying to play it fine past the keeper. Managing no bat on that. I think he's listening to you for that 145.
Imran Khan Jr. back to his mark. Shortish delivery, and it wasn't, I don't think it was where it was intended. He definitely rolled the wrist, and oh, and it's a hesitation by Imran Khan Jr. Had the batter dead red for a run out. Didn't take the bails off. He thought the batter was grounded. And they stole a run.
This is poor awareness by Imran Khan Jr. He could have had that run out. Miss hits. He was hit straight down the ground. It was always going to be a tight second run. And sure enough, they would have been out by a mile. And then there's just no awareness from Imran Khan Jr. Jura would have been in some kind of trouble.
And this one is played to long on. As soon as Imran Khan Jr. gets anywhere to middle stump, the batters are going across the line, trying to generate power. We talked about this wicket being so slow. If the bowlers drop short, the batters are going to rock back in an instant and find the cow patch in the next field.
We've got 2 deliveries to come in this over. Nepal have crossed that 145 mark.
Here's that flummox again. Imran Khan Jr. He thought the batter was grounded, and a comedy of errors.
He'll be disappointed with himself.
Well, he still has 2 deliveries remaining. Oh, it's a huge appeal for LBW, and he's given out. Had a little bit of swing, late swing, that got that ball back into middle and leg. Of course, the batter's playing across the line that we talked about, Malali, to generate that power.
Yeah, this time Sandeep actually moves across his stumps as well to try and open up that leg side. And this is smart bowling. He decided to go even straighter, fuller, and that looked plumb an easy decision for the umpires in the end. And Nepal, they've got one delivery to come in the over. Nepal 146 for 7. Final delivery, Imran Khan Jr. I would assume he's going to hope for that full Yorker again. Sampal, the new man in. Sampal Kami, the new man in. He's got one delivery to face. I think his only job right now is to try and clear the boundary.
He's going to come right across his stumps, and let's see what Imran Khan Jr. decides to do. Outside off stump, well bowled, takes some pace off the delivery. Excellent delivery, and he's run him out. This time he recovers from the error before, and Imran Khan Jr. tidies up a tough last over. And Monali was bowling to perfection in that last ball.
Yeah, full wide, took the pace off as well, completely deceiving Kompal, and he got the run out. He made up for his mistake 2 deliveries earlier. In the end, Nepal, a solid effort. I had predicted 165, but 146, you were on the mark. As we take a quick look at the Nepali scorecard, they struggled up at the top. The openers really not getting anywhere. And then we had a good partnership between Kumar and Paudel. They anchored the innings 47 and 23 to their name. Everyone else after, Kushal, Gulshan and Sandeep with a handy knock.
Tell you what, with the Houston Hurricanes, put the pressure on early and often. Usman Shinwari pick up the bowlers, 4 overs, 2 for 23. The strike bowler responded. Imran Khan Jr., who bowled the last over, 3 overs, 2 for 20. His corner dry, not as fortunate as the other speedsters, 4 overs, none for 41. But the spinners, Josh Trump, 4 overs, 1 for 19, did the trick. And Ali Sheikh, 1 for 24. Shazad, 3 overs, 1 for 17. Really pegged Nepal back in tough conditions. So 146 for 8. I said 145. If anybody wants the lottery numbers, you can contact me. I'll give you my WhatsApp number and we can talk lottery numbers. But 147 the total, and it's going to be the Hurricanes in tough conditions to go after that total. So the innings break, 148 the total. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Now nobody believes what you just said. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but they go into hyperspeed.
Hyperspeed, not light speed.
Light speed, light speed.
That would have made sense. It's a science reference.
That was a light speed. Light speed 50 by Dipindra Singh. Sumpal. Down the leg side. Can't do much with it though.
This is a good comeback after that maximum on the second ball of this innings. Better line, better length. This has been a very good contest between the two sides, though. I mean, we're talking about a national side in Nepal and
a World Cup competing side.
Correct, and a minor league side in the Hurricanes, and they have, credit to the Hurricanes, they've actually done a very good job with the ball, and they've not been overshadowed by the bat. I know it's early days, but they've definitely taken the attack to the Nepali bowlers.
Absolutely. They're on their home ground. They're showing why they are comfortable on this ground. Winning the toss this morning was important, putting the pressure on Nepal. And now they have a little bit of momentum. Houston Hurricanes, 17 for 1.
Just seeing a few changes in the field. Mid-off or long-off coming into mid-off.
This one's driven and just past the bowler's reach.
A bit of a miss-hit, an inside edge. Lahiru, though, he is, we had mentioned that he had played in the Nepal T20. He has not only played in Nepal T20, but he has also won the title for Lumbini All-Stars.
Wow.
And that's alongside the stars that we've just mentioned, Dipendra Singh Ari, Gulshan Jha, Kushan Patel, Sagar Dakal, and Anil Shah.
You know what I would love to see in Nepal cricket? Imagine watching cricket in Nepal with the mountains in the background, that landscape. Turns his wrist beautifully, and that's gone for 4. Well, it takes a little bit of skill to take a ball on top of off and pull it through mid-wicket, or actually backward square for 4.
Yeah, it wasn't that far wide either, but just gets it on that edge and dispatches it. If I were Nepal, I would be a little worried at the way the Hurricanes are batting. They have been quite aggressive from the start. And actually, sorry, just to go back to what I was saying earlier, Harmeet Singh from USA, also part of the All-Stars. We're going to take a quick short break. It's the end of the third over, 22 for 1.
My journey of becoming a pilot was impossible.
My lifestyle is completely changed with the training I pursue.
Quality training with affordable costs
Made our dreams come true.
Oh, and this one is pulled again. He gets a leading edge, but still manages to get 2. And because we're still in the power play, we're seeing some aggression from Nairo, despite losing our wicket early in their power play. This Houston Hurricanes team, and the left-hander is quick as a flash, Munali, to turn on it.
Yeah, quick hands. Just didn't get the distance, didn't really middle it as well as you'd have liked. In the end, picks up 2 runs.
But let's talk about Singh, that you mentioned just now.
Harmeet Singh. Pick up another single. The Hurricanes. Harmeet Singh, been the star for USA in the first game against Bangladesh. He's also part of the Lumbini All-Stars in the Nepal T20. And you know, we spoke about this earlier, how important these franchise leagues have been for associate players. When they get that sort of exposure, they're playing against better competition. They will improve, and we're seeing some of that action come back home, and we're seeing some of that improvement. So You know, at first a lot of people were hesitant about the T20. Some people still are, but what it has done is it's closed that gap down between the associates and the full members.
Gushank is driven right back past him, and mid-off is not going to get there. That's 4 runs. A half volley by Gushan, and he paid the ultimate price.
Yeah, not the best of deliveries from Goshan. Easy pickings for Akershit. He does well. He waits on the delivery, foot down, plays right through the line, past the bowler's head, beating the fielder. At long off, and that's going to be 4 runs. We see some more of that grass down there.
Just going back to Harmeet Singh, he plays in minor league every year since the beginning, and like you said, he raises the level of play when he's on the pitch, and again, it's contagious. It's that ripple effect. Gushan again. Good delivery, just on top of off. Not much Shibata can do with it.
Yeah, Harmeet Singh, Bipul Sharma, another player, part of that All-Stars team. You know, I had the chance to speak with Harmeet Singh actually in the post-match after the first game, after they took the lead in the series, and at one point the required run rate was well over 12, and he said, this is the stuff that we're used to, we practice it, it's not a big deal. You just won the game for USA against a full member,
Yeah.
the most humble person out there, you know, always willing to learn, take on whatever he can learn from whoever he can.
Yep, the growth mindset. Gushan down the leg side of a left-hander, never good news. But only pad involved.
Struggling Gulshan with his line. The breeze coming into effect as well. Still got 2 deliveries to come in this over. Sorry, 1 delivery to come in this over. And the Hurricanes, they're cruising. They still need 116. Required rate 7.18 runs and over. But they've really not looked like they've been troubled by the Nepali bowlers so far.
Akershit, 14 off 7. And he just punches it through mid-off. Every time he scores on the offside, the technique is fantastic, from square cuts to punching. Just amazing stuff.
It's the end of the 4th over. Hurricanes 32 for 1.
Welcome to Fury, where we bring together the best of all world. Come join us today and indulge in the best revisiting flavors, all while enjoying breathtaking.
My journey of becoming a pilot was impossible.
My lifestyle is completely changed with the training I pursue.
Quality training with affordable cost.
Made our dreams come true.
Thank you, Gita Aviation.
Gita Aviation, Pilot and Air Hostess Training Institute.
32 for 1. Lairu, 10 off of 8. Akershit, 15 off of 8. Trying to rebuild this innings after they lost an early wicket.